guys, how are you doing? It is my hope that you are well. I'm fine and I'm so much happy once again to be here on the Bima Show. And thank you so much guys for your support. I really appreciate. In fact, I don't take it for granted. I know that you save your time to come and watch my video. You subscribe, you share with your friends, even liking, commenting. I really appreciate so much, and thank you so much for that support. For those who are new, welcome. This is the Bima Show, where we deal with the love issues, relationship tips, marriage, inspiring stories, mental health, and lifestyle issues. Yes, and I'm so much happy for the way you are supporting each and every content that we are doing here. Keep on supporting our content because it means a lot. It means that we are still growing together. It means that we are really going from one milestone to another. And thank you so much, guys. And so today it's another day, another episode, a new video where we're going to deal with a different topic. Yes, I've been thinking about this idea for a long time because it's something that each and every one of us, even you as you watch, it's something that you can relate with. And it is an idea of there are some seasons in life. I'm talking about seasons, and to be more specific, it is a season of silence. Yes, I know many times we come through different seasons of life. There are ups, there are downs. There are times when each and everyone is in the wilderness. There are other times when everything is working out well. And today I want to focus on this season of silence. I don't know which is that season of silence that has been in your life, because I know each and every one of us has gone through that. Yes, it might be a silence of maybe in your marriage, it can be silence in your career, it might be maybe even silence in your profession, even silence in your marriage, in your relationship with other people, in whatever. Yes, maybe you've lost someone that you really cared for or loved. That is also a season of silence, you know. Sometimes, so I want to focus on this season. How do you know the things that show that you are in that season? Because as I conclude, I'm going to tell you that when you are in that season of silence, it doesn't mean that you are supposed to give up. It doesn't mean that God is not with you. Yes, it means that that is just a period that is passing by. That is just a test. Because when even, yes, I'm a teacher, when we are giving the students a test, we don't speak. So during that silence season, God will not speak. You will feel like it's not even anywhere near you, but just know that you are not alone. Yes? So let me go back to what now I'm supposed to focus on, the things that show, or rather what you expect to see during that season of silence. When you're in that season of silence, you're going to feel like you're lost. You're going to feel like you're desperate. You're going to feel like you're lost. There's nothing that is working out for you. Yes, because most of the time, you know, when you're lost, you might feel like you are lost in relationships, you are lost in your business, you are lost maybe in your marriage, you are lost in your profession, in your career. But that doesn't mean that you're supposed to give up on yourself. That doesn't mean that you're supposed to lose hope. Yes, that is just a season. Yes, in fact, today I'm here to tell you, whatever you feel, if you're feeling like you're lost in that period of your life, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to lose hope. It is just a season. And something that I'm so happy about, when you are in your season, another season is coming. Remember, we have the 4 seasons. There's a season of summer. There's a season of where we have a lot of rains. There's another season of spring. Yes. There's another one of winter. When one season has come, it shows, it is a clear indication that another season is coming. So just be patient. Don't lose hope. Yes. Yes, I talked about when you feel like you are lost, that is an indication that you are in that season of silence. The season where no one is even clapping for you. The season where you feel, and that's another indication the season where you feel like you are trying things but they are not working out for you. You are trying this business, it's not working out. It's not bringing results. You are trying this relationship, it's not working out. That is a season of silence. You are trying maybe to do this thing. No one is there even to clap for you. That shows that everyone is silent against you. Everyone is silent. They are not even appreciating what you are doing. That is what the enemy wants you to feel. The enemy will always want you to feel like you're doing this, but no one is appreciating you. You are making this effort, you are making this plan, you are trying to force it to work, but it's not working out. That is a season of silence. You are going to try things out, or rather, I don't know whether you are in that period right now. I don't know whether you are experiencing that right now. You are trying so many things to work out, but they are not working out. You are trying that marriage, it's not working out. You are trying that relationship, it's not working out. Let me tell you and let me remind you, it is just a matter of time, because it is just a season. Yes, it is just a season. Another thing that you need to understand, or rather you need to focus on, when you're in that season of silence, you're going to be desperate. Yes, you are going to be desperate for so many things. When you are desperate, you can just allow anything to come to you. You can just allow anyone to hit you. You can just allow any storm to hit you, because you don't know. You're just desperate, and that's one of the indications that show that you're in that season of silence. But let me continue to remind you once again that it doesn't mean that you are supposed to give up. It doesn't mean that God has already forgotten about you. It means that the other season is coming, the season of plenty. The season, just like in the Bible, there's that story of Joseph and the Egypt issue. There was a time, there was a season of dryness, there was a season of drought, of famine, but after those 7 years, another season of plenty came. Yes? And so that is how we need to even get revelations when we are reading the word. A season will come, but another season is coming. And in fact, when you see that the season of silence is there with you, another season of God speaking to you is coming. Another season of God answering your prayers is coming. Another season of now God revealing himself to you more is coming. But for that other season to come, it is my hope that you're going to carry yourself well during this season of silence. What do I mean when I say that you're supposed to carry yourself well? You're not supposed to give up. Don't give up. Keep on trusting in God. Keep on being patient in God. Wait patiently upon him, because that's another indication. When you are in that season of silence, it is a season of waiting upon the Lord. Yes, it is a season of waiting upon the Lord. And I know that many times when you're waiting upon the Lord, you think that maybe he's forgetting you. You think that he's too silent to answer your prayers. You think that he's not there with you. He's not even hearing what you're saying. Many times you are there praying and fasting. You are there calling upon him, but he's not even. You feel, according to you as a human being, you feel like he's not responding to you. You feel like, hey, it's like God has already forgotten about me. And I've come to tell you, keep on waiting upon him patiently. Keep on waiting upon him patiently, because he says that when you wait upon him, of course, he will come and answer. Another point that I wanted to focus on, another indicator to show that you are in that season of silence, is you don't feel like yourself. You feel like, hey, no, I'm not. And when I talk about yourself, it's now on the mindset. Your mindset changes when you are in that. If you are not very careful, when you are in that season of silence, your mindset changes, and you feel like, hey, I think I'm not okay. Yes. And when your mindset shifts to mostly the negative thoughts, it will always shift to the negative ideas. It will always shift to, you are losing hope, even the hope of living, the hope of staying alive, the hope of maybe seeing a new day. Yes, you lose hope. And when you lose that hope, it can even trigger your mindset. You might even start thinking, when you come and share with, or rather if you've shared with the people who tried to commit suicide, that is now the thought that comes, because you're not feeling yourself. You're not feeling like you are yourself, yes? And so you feel the only solution that I have is to commit suicide. The only solution that I have, because everyone is against me. Where I work, everyone is against me. My inner circle, my friends, no one is even talking to me. They have already abandoned you, and so you feel that the only solution is to die. Many of the people, when they are in that period of silence, you think that the only solution is to kill yourself, is to commit suicide, is maybe to, and you know, it all starts with even isolating yourself. You feel now everyone is against me, let me go and isolate myself. Let me go to and close myself somewhere where there are no people. And that is when the enemy now gets his chance. That is when we give the enemy the opportunity to try to bring depression to us, to try to show us that we are unworthy, to try to show us that we are nothing without them, you know. And I want to remind you that if you are in that season of you're feeling like giving up, you are in that season of silence, and you feel that the only thing that you can do is to commit suicide, let me tell you, there is hope. There is hope. And there is hope for even, we say in the book, when you read the book of Job, there is hope. Even after a tree has been cut down, there is hope for sprouting again. Yes. And that is another season. The season where the tree has been cut, another season of the tree growing once again. Yes. That is another season that comes. And so, my dear viewer, if you're in that season, or you know someone who is in that season, and they're in a dilemma, they feel depressed, they feel they are almost giving up in their life, they feel that everything is not working out for them, tell them not to give up. That is just a season. That is a season of silence, and another season of plenty, another season of God revealing himself to you is coming, and it's almost there. Yes. Another point that I want to share with you guys, when you're in this season, of silence, you feel like the desire to love God diminishes. Yes, that desire to serve God, that desire to love God more, it starts fading away. It starts diminishing, and you feel like, no, I cannot do this. You feel like God is not with me, and so how can I love God who is not even there for me? That is the thing that you start asking yourself. How can I start worshiping and serving this God, and yet I keep on praying 1 month, praying for 20 days, praying for 2 weeks, for 1 week, and yet He is not there to speak to me. Yet He is not there to answer my prayers. I don't know whether you are feeling that way, but let me tell you, that is the time when you are supposed to love God more. If you feel like the love for God is diminishing in you, start now reevaluating yourself. Start now working on yourself, on your spiritual man, because that shows you are in that period, in that season of silence. And if you are not careful, it is very easy for the enemy to have an opportunity to pin you down. Another one is when you're in that season, you feel like you are fighting battles without winning. When you're in that season of silence, many battles will come, of course. When you're fighting alone, you feel like you're fighting alone. But when you fight, you are not winning the battles. The battles are coming, you are fighting, you are striving, but you are not winning. It shows that you are in that season of silence. But that doesn't mean that God is not watching you. Yes. There is a story in a book that I'm teaching. It says that God sees, or rather God watches but waits. That is what God is doing. It doesn't mean God is not there with you. It doesn't mean God is not with you in that season of silence. He is there, but He's watching. He is trying to see, as my son grown up, as my daughter grown up, is he able to fight this storm? Is he able to overcome that storm? And so be encouraged tonight, or rather the time that you're watching this show, is it in the morning, is it in the evening? Be encouraged that even if that silence season has not come to you, it is coming. But after it comes, be strong and continue waiting patiently upon the Lord, because He's there and He's just waiting for you. He's ready to comfort you. Another thing that you also need to understand here, when you are in that season of silence, you are in the period of wilderness. And when I talk about wilderness, most of you know the story of the Israelites when they were in the wilderness. They suffered a lot. There was no water. They were being taught during that time. They were being taught to depend on God. Yes, I don't know what is that period that you are in. You feel that you are in that period of wilderness. When you are in the period of, rather the season of wilderness, you are going to face a lot of sufferings. And most of the time, you will feel like God has abandoned you. But let me tell you and let me remind you something. God wants you to learn to learn to trust and depend on Him. That's why even when you read the story of the Israelites, those are the times they kept on calling upon God. When they came to a place where there was no water, they would call upon God and He would provide. And that is what God wants you to learn. That you are in this season right now. I have not left you. I am here with you. But I want to see, have you learned to trust in me? Have you learned to trust in God? And that is a question I'm posing to you. I told you this one is a Christian show, and so we will always focus on God all the time. Are you learning? Do you know how to depend on God fully? Yes, many of us don't know that. Many of us don't know how to trust in God fully. Sometimes we trust in God, but we are also trusting in the people that we are relating with. That's why you always hear the idea of, do you have connections? You don't know how to trust in God fully. But now in my today's episode, I want to encourage you, learn to trust in God fully. Don't trust in men. Men can lie, men can cheat, men can betray. Men can even or they can try to betray you. Sorry, but when you trust in God, when you learn to trust and depend on God fully, He will always be with you. In that season of the wilderness, He will be with you to provide everything that you need. So I don't know if you're in that period. I know you are asking me, yes, right now I am in that period. I am in that season of silence. Things are not working out for me. I feel like giving up in this life. I feel that maybe I'm already depressed. Yes, I don't want to be in the people's company. I want to be isolated, and I feel that is the only solution. I have come to tell you that you have to learn to trust God fully. Even when you feel like, because another indicator to show that you're in that season of silence, you will feel like you are in the fire burning. You will feel like you are somewhere in the waters drowning. Yes, you feel like you are drowning. But let me tell you something. Our God always promises us that He will always be with us. When we walk through the waters, He will be with you. When you are walking through the fire, He is with you. And so as I conclude, let me encourage you that you are not alone. In that season of silence, you are not alone. God is with you. And He just wants you to call upon Him. Yes, He is waiting for you to call upon Him. Are you ready to call upon Him? Another point, another idea that I want to share with you is when you're in that season, you lose many friends. You lose many friends when you are in that season of silence. Many people are going to run away from you. Your family members are going to disown you. Everyone, every person that you felt they were close to you, they are going to disappear. Why? They feel. Let me take you to the story of Job. Job had these friends, the 3 friends of Job. And when Job was faced with these trials, the tribulations, the friends they disappeared, in fact. And even the wife told him, why can't you curse this God and die? And that is someone who was very close to Job. But can you see what happened? So if you're in that season, expect friends to go away. The only people you're going to be left with, those are the friends that you can the friends that you can count on. But they are going to be very few, because many friends are going to disappear when you're in that period of silence, the period where everyone thinks that you've already sinned against God and is punishing you. And that's another thing that you need to know. When you're in this period of silence, it doesn't mean that God is hating you. It doesn't mean that you've sinned against him and he's punishing you. Yes, it doesn't mean that. So whoever is bringing that idea that God is already punishing you, that's why you are in this season of silence. That's why God is not answering your prayers. That's why you are starting this business, it's not working out. That's why you are trying to start this, to join this profession, it's not working out for you. Remember that it doesn't mean that God is punishing you. Yes, as I'm so much happy, guys. I hope that you've learned. That is what I felt that I need to share with you guys. I hope that you've really learned from this today's video, that if you are in that season of silence, another season is coming, a season of plentiness, a season of God answering your prayers, a season of God revealing himself to you more and more. If you're in that period, do not give up. Do not give up because God is with you. Do not give up because God is watching you, but is waiting for the right time. I want to leave you with this verse from the book of Isaiah. That is chapter 60, verse 22. It says that is part B of it. It says that God is waiting for the appointed time so that he will make everything beautiful. He is only waiting for that appointed time. Yes, and so if you're in that season, just know at the right time, God is going to make it happen. At the right time, God is going to answer that prayer. At the right time, God is going to give you that job that you are yearning for. At the right time, God is going to give you that family, At the right time, I don't know whether you're in that silence, the silent season of waiting upon the Lord to give you a baby. Maybe are you in marriage and God has not yet blessed you with the fruit of the womb? At the right time, God is going to make it happen. Keep on praying, keep on trusting in him. And I want to hear your views and your comments. Have you ever faced this period of silence in your life? Maybe you can share with someone there. Did God come through for you later in another season? Yes. Remember, I've said after that season, there is another season of good things that always comes. I don't know whether you have a testimony. Feel free to share on the comment section with us to encourage someone. I know many of you, maybe you are still waiting upon the Lord for something. You are still waiting upon the Lord to do something big for you. If at all you are in that season and God did it for you, give us that testimony, because I know, remember, here we inspire. And how do we inspire without God? That's why I've already brought the idea of God here, because we always believe and trust in him, that he's the one who makes everything beautiful. He will always make that thing beautiful for you. And so, guys, thank you so much for watching. Continue staying tuned to our videos. May the Lord bless you so much.